Hello everybody, my name is Christian Quick and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be working on not only just a candle, so let's put in all of them for a candle. So here we would type in the candle block, but we're also going to be working on one called candle cake. Now, the candle cake is, I believe that the file, like one of the JSON files is like not new, but most of this not candle block, candle cake block. The actual cake block itself is semi-new. So first, copy. Let's make sure that the copy is of the, let's say just regular candle, and then we're going to copy the blocks of candle cake. Now it says that there is a problem because it needs to extend a candle. And because we just made this as a candle block, we're going to need to call the light brown candle. We can do that by just hitting a little space. Light brown candle. Boom. Hit a little comma. And you are all set. So here we have a candle cake. Pretty simple and easy stuff compared to what we have been doing in the past. So now let's make all of the fancy files. For the block states, we'll go into assets, Minecraft, block states, and then let's just look up brown candle. And we should have, when we hit search, we'll have both the candle and candle cake variants. So we are going to copy these. And with this in mind, let's take a look at them individually. Should not be that far. Let's refactor, rename this to, let's do light brown candle. We're going to control F. We're going to look up the brown, and we want this to be light brown candle, and then we want all of the Minecrafts to be, oh, I still need a colon. HMH3. Looking at this other one, we're going to refactor, rename. We're going to call this for light brown candle cake. And then in here, we are going to do the same thing where we could take out the Minecrafts, put in HMH3, and then down here, we're going to put in light brown. Now, just looking at the block states, we have, we're going to have 10 states. So 4 of them are going to be the regular candles because not only is there 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, but each of them have a lit state. So we got 1 candle lit, 2, 2 lit, 3, 3 lit, 4, 4 lit. That is 8 of them. And the other one is simply, can I put it on top of a cake? If you just put it unlit, so you just have your candle cake, and then you have candle cake lit. So this is going to be 10 full block states. So let's get into, or not block states, models. So let's see if we can pull them up. We're going to back out of here. Or it can decide to not respond. That is fine. We could just pull it back up. I have no idea why it couldn't process that. Let us look up BR brown candle. And now we should have the 10 files. So we are going to take all 10, move them into, and copy them into our block. And then we are going to have to do all the naming and refactoring. So click on it, refactor, rename. We're going to change this to light brown candle cake. Clicking on here. Now here we just need just the candle because we're adding the candle. So for the template, this is generating the bottom, the particles. It's all cake. We just want the candle, so we're just gonna put in light brown and make sure that you put in your mod ID HMH3. Moving on, I would not recommend doing this, but I'm what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put, let's control F, actually, if I click on this, say the next two, and then we're going to say HMH3, and then we're going to make this light brown. What I'm going to do is I'm going to, actually, we don't want that for the particle. We just want We just want just this one. So let's do HMH3. If you don't have the particle, it is going to affect it. So block dot, and then we're going to call light brown because we're only affecting the textures. The particle we're going to keep as that. But Control C, and then it's faster, so I'm going to do it. I am going to replace the every I just copied that. Okay, so let's get this. I'm going to paste all of the all files. Come on. Into all of the things. The reason I would not recommend this is because if you forget one, you're gonna have a missing texture. But I mean, if you do remember all of them, then you are all good to go. The only reason, I mean, it's efficient, but only if you do it right the first time. And then here we have another candle, so we're just gonna affect the candle with HMH3, and then we're gonna do light brown. Now let's change all of these browns to refactor rename, and then we're gonna do light brown. Alright, we got all of those block models done. I just changed those names real quick. So now if we go into the item model, there is one that we're going to... Stop not responding. I really don't understand. Assets, Minecraft, models, item, candle. And then here we have the colored candles. So we're just going to drop this in here. We're going to call it the light brown candle. And with so we're going to call the light brown. And remember, this is an item generated, meaning it has its own very specific texture that is not going to be the block inside of your hand. So now that we have the models in, let's not forget about the lang files. And I believe that I'm going to have to call this twice, actually, for the light brown candle. And then we're just going to do it at the same time. Candle, Control D, put in that comma so it starts freaking out, and then cake, candle, cake. So now those are in. So now we have the block state, lang model, and then texture. Now texture is generally the last thing that I like to work on. So let's look at all of the datas. So we have the advancements and the recipes. So let's, oh, and actually the loot tables, because we're not going to be using the model generator because everything, even the loot table, is unique with this one. I swear, if it stops responding. Let's look inside of the recipes, and then let's look up brown candle. And we have our brown candle bowl recipe. So we're going to add this into recipes under the name light brown candle. And then we are going to have to change Minecraft candle. That's correct, but we are going to make sure it's going to be under HMH3, the light brown dye that we gave it. And so from here we would have HMH3 to make the light brown candle. I personally like to take this stuff out of there. And now the recipe is in, and with the recipe we have the advancement recipe. So we're going to put in the light brown candle. And with that, if I get either Minecraft candle or HMH3, let's say the light brown dye, then I will unlock the recipe. So let's copy this, Control C, and then we're going to put it in here and write candle, and then once again down here, Control V and candle. Make sure it's spelled right. So now we just about never do this. We have the sandy carrot block. let us grab let's grab the candle loot table. And actually we have two of them, candle and a candle cake. Let's add these in, and then we are going to do refactor rename. We're going to look for a light brown candle, and then the other one we're going to do the rename light brown candle cake. So we're going to refactor them, and then for here, let us control C, and let's not look up Minecraft. Let's look up brown candle, and this will get our attention with the brown candle. And from here we are going to select all of the brown candles, come over here, we're going to type in light, and then this will actually affect all of them. So HMH3, so it needs to be called for several times. So basically, if there are 2 candles, you're going to drop 2. If there are 3 candles, drop 3. If there are 4 candles, drop 4. Otherwise, just drop a single candle. Roll 1. So this is a very interesting if statement that they basically have in here. And then the other one is the candle cake. All we have to do is call the light brown candle. And then we're going to do HMH3 as an item. So that is our candle cake. Now, if you thought that we'd be done from here, there is one more thing that I'd like us to do, and that would be in our Minecraft. Oh, we don't have a tags in here. Well, this thing is going to crash, but hey, we can try. All right, let's go in data. Let's copy tag. Oh, I did this before. All right, I appear to have accidentally, without realizing it, I was doing something. We're gonna have to re-implement the tags, and that's kind of a bad thing, because that means in our blocks mineable pickaxe, you see how it's blue? That means it was changed. Can I? Oh, I can recover it. Let's Control C and Control V, and now our thing is white again because I have re-implemented. That was a mistake on my part. Ignore that. So we are going to put in light brown candle. Actually, we're not going to put it in here because it can be broken by hand. There's no reason I need to put it in by a pickaxe. Unless you can still make it go faster. Why is that there? I have no idea. The reason why we need to come in here is not because of mineable. We're going to look up candle, and there are 2 things. There are candle cakes, so let's control, actually, let's copy the brown cake, because that's going to be easier. And then at the top, we're going to put in the light brown, and then we're going to take this and call it HMH3. And then once again with the candles, we're going to take the brown, Control C, put it at the top. It doesn't have to be at the top. I just prefer for it sometimes to be at the top. Sometimes I prefer to be at the bottom. I haven't found my sweet spot. Remember how I said I was going to copy and paste all of the candle files to the same thing? That was wrong. All of the ones that have, so ignoring the cake values, see how this says lit? I copied a lit value, so all the ones that are not supposed to be lit are still lit. So we're just going to have to go for each every other one. So we have the 4 not lit, 1 not lit, this is the 3 not lit, and then we're going to get into the 2 not lit and put that on there as well. And then I forgot in item light brown candle for the item models, I also did not change this to HMH3. But we now have the tags all in and ready to go. So we have gone through everything. So we can go back to our textures. So we can now make the textures for these things. Hello, it is I, the editor, and I still don't feel that well. Sometimes I do. This video had a lot of editing to restrict like all coughing as possible. I think there was a time like once or twice during this process where I like felt like I almost threw up, but I handled it. I handled it. Um, this is just really difficult, and sometimes I apologize. Sometimes I'll have a coughing fit, and while I was editing this, if there's ever a moment where after I cough, I edit it out, and then all of a sudden I'm just breathing. I'm breathing like I don't even know, but I'm breathing like some like big barbarian man. I'm just you know. But beyond that, I hope that I feel better soon. There's nothing really too fancy. Well, actually, the candles do have a fanciness to them. The candles are fancy because even though they have block models, the item model does not point to the block. It has a very unique item itself, and so you still have to make an item texture. So that is what makes the candle block still unique. But with that in mind, let's get back into the video. Alright, everything is in. And because we never had to run the data generation, we can just start the world. Here we are back in our beautiful Minecraft world. Now sometimes, when I double initialize things, if we look in our mod blocks, you'll notice that sometimes there is just some extra stuff. This light brown cake is going to have one of those set extra textures. I don't really have a current way to fix this. If I try and put this in the thing, it will automatically place a candle cake. And then if I break it, even if I actually come in here, I believe if I just break this, it'll give me the candle and not the cake. If you break candles, they don't really give you cakes anyways. And then actually, I could, because you can't eat it because it's not a candle. It's very strange. But that exists in the world. Remember how there was 10 block states? So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to do it again. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oop, that was one too much. Alright, and then what we're going to need to do, let's give ourselves a flint and steel, and we are going to light half of them. And there, half of them are now lit. I don't know why they don't have the smoking particle texture, but they don't, unfortunately. It's probably just another tag thing. A lot of times when things are small and subtle like that, it's probably a tag somewhere, but that is, I'm just going to leave it as it is. Um, the main basis is there, and then let's look up a cake. And then we're going to come up on here, and then we have the same thing, where we are going to want to put some cake. One, oh, I guess you can only put cake on, yeah, because yeah, that's how it is. And then you can just light the one. Actually, one more thing I can mention is that if I break not the candle cake, I will get my candle back. But this will give me the 1, this will give me the 2, this will drop 3, and then this will drop 4. If you did the math, you could see that it worked out perfectly fine. Other than that, that's it. So hopefully guys got that one down, right? Pat smack in your head. But because that's gonna be it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and without further ado,